Ah, the sun, our warm and life-giving ball of fire. It rises every morning, sets every evening, and gives us just the right amount of heat to ensure our ice cream melts before we can enjoy it. But like all things, even the sun is on a timeline, and unfortunately for us, that timeline ends in a fiery inferno. The sun is about 4.5 billion years old, and like that suspiciously long-lasting loaf of bread in your pantry, it's not going to last forever. In about a billion years, things are going to get very toasty. How toasty, you ask? Well, imagine the Earth's surface slowly melting like cheese on a hot grill. Sounds fun, right? No? Then let's explore if there's anything we can do to dodge this sizzling apocalypse. How the sun plans to cook us alive. Fast forward a billion years, and Earth is about to experience the worst summer ever, except this one never ends. The sun will have expanded dramatically, not because it's following some new intergalactic workout plan, but because it's running out of hydrogen fuel in its core. Once that happens, it starts fusing helium, causing its outer layers to balloon outward. The result? Temperatures soaring so high that oceans will boil away, turning Earth into a giant steam bath, but without the spa benefits. Scientists estimate that in just 500 million years, the sun's increasing brightness will trigger a runaway greenhouse effect, causing Earth to resemble Venus. Blistering, unlivable, and extremely unfriendly to life. Rivers, gone, glaciers, evaporated. Even your morning coffee would turn to steam before you could take a sip. And it doesn't stop there. A few billion years later, the sun will expand into a red giant, growing so massive that it might swallow Mercury, Venus, and possibly Earth whole. If we're lucky enough to avoid that fate, we'll still get roasted by solar radiation that will melt entire mountain ranges like they're made of ice cream on a July afternoon. Basically, Earth will go from a paradise to a cosmic barbecue pit, and we're on the menu. Not exactly a dream vacation, right? But before you start panicking or investing in interstellar real estate, let's talk about our crazy but possible escape plan. Operation Move the Earth. That's right, instead of accepting our fiery fate, we could move the entire planet because, hey, we've done crazier things before, like sending a Tesla into space for fun. At first glance, this sounds like something out of a Michael Bay movie, but astrophysicists have actually run the numbers, and it's not impossible. The secret weapon, gravity assists. This is the same trick we use to slingshot spacecraft like Voyager, Juno, and New Horizons across the solar system. When a spacecraft flies past a planet, it borrows some of its orbital energy, giving it a boost without using fuel. Now imagine doing this on an astronomical scale. If we redirect a 100-kilometer wide asteroid to fly past Earth every 6,000 years, its gravitational tug could nudge us into a wider orbit. Repeat this process over millions of years and voila, we slowly drift away from the sun's expanding inferno, dodging a fiery apocalypse like a well-timed escape in an action movie. Of course, steering asteroids without accidentally smashing one into the planet is a bit tricky. One wrong move, and we could end up creating our own extinction event instead. But if we perfect the technique, we might just have a shot at turning Earth into the first self-driving planet in the galaxy. Ambitious? Absolutely. Ridiculous? Maybe. But considering the alternative is getting cooked alive, I'd say it's worth a shot. Playing celestial pinball without destroying Earth. If we ever need to nudge Earth away from the sun, precision is everything because one wrong move and we could accidentally recreate the dinosaurs' worst day. And let's be honest, one asteroid disaster was already one too many. So what's the master plan? Jupiter, the solar system's gravitational heavyweight, is going to help us play a little game of cosmic billiards. The idea? Use Jupiter's immense gravity to slingshot a Goldilocks-sized asteroid toward Earth, not too big, because we like having a planet to live on, and not too small, because a pebble won't cut it. But don't worry, this isn't about causing a direct hit. Instead, it's about a close gravitational pass, where the asteroid transfers just enough orbital energy to gently push Earth outward. Imagine using a giant paddle to nudge your boat a little further from the shore, except in this case, the shore is a rapidly expanding Earth-roasting sun. By repeating this gravity assist maneuver every 6,000 years for about a billion years, we could gradually shift our orbit, kind of like slowly backing away from a raging campfire before it turns you into a crispy marshmallow. And before you get any wild ideas about moving to Mars, let's set the record straight. Mars is also on the sun's future barbecue list. Sure, it's got that rugged, sci-fi charm, but in reality, it's bone-chillingly cold, has a toxic atmosphere, and is famous for relentless planet-wide dust storms that could make a beach sandstorm feel like a light breeze. Plus, Mars is way smaller than Earth, meaning it would lose any atmosphere we try to create, making long-term survival even harder. So unless you love breathing through a spacesuit for the rest of eternity, Mars isn't the ultimate escape hatch. Instead, shifting Earth's orbit might still be our best shot at long-term survival. When it comes to planetary doomsday solutions, this is the ultimate cosmic workaround because let's face it, if we're going to cheat the laws of nature, we might as well do it with style. Side effects may include, before you get too hyped about the idea of shifting Earth, let's talk risks because playing cosmic pinball comes with some serious side effects. For starters, we might lose the moon. Yep, you read that right. If we nudge Earth's orbit too much, the gravitational handshake between us and our lunar buddy could weaken, sending the moon drifting away like an ex who's finally had enough. Without it, Earth's axial tilt, which gives us seasons, could go haywire. Scientists estimate that without the moon's stabilizing effect, our tilt could swing anywhere from 0 to 85 degrees, meaning some regions would fry in endless daylight while others would freeze in total darkness. Think Antarctica in July and the Sahara covered in glaciers. Then there's the possibility of shorter days. If Earth's spin speeds up even slightly, our 24-hour cycle could shrink to just 18 hours. Sounds like a productivity win until you realize that means less time for sleep, breakfast, and your favorite Netflix binge. Plus, an accelerated rotation would make the Coriolis effect stronger, whipping up hurricane-force winds that could make today's storms look like a gentle breeze. And let's not forget about the other planets. Messing with Earth's orbit could send ripple effects through the solar system, potentially destabilizing Mars and other celestial neighbors. NASA has confirmed that even minor gravitational shifts could create unpredictable orbital resonances, turning our planetary backyard into a game of cosmic bumper cars. Worst case scenario? We miscalculate the asteroid trajectory and accidentally pull a dinosaur-level extinction event on ourselves. Oops. It's all fun and theoretical physics until someone gets vaporized. Is it even worth it? Despite the risks, this idea is technically possible with today's technology, though it would make building the Great Wall of China look like a weekend DIY project. Scientists have calculated that by redirecting a 400-kilometer-wide asteroid to fly past Earth every 6,000 years, we could gradually move our planet outward, avoiding the sun's expansion. But let's be real, that's like trying to move a house by throwing tennis balls at it, except the house is 5.97 sextillion metric tons, and the tennis balls are chunks of space rock the size of Mount Everest. The good news? We've already tested gravity assists on spacecraft. In 2013, NASA's Juno probe got a speed boost by swinging past Earth, altering its velocity by 3.9 kilometers per second. The effect on Earth was barely measurable, but if we scale that up with asteroid flybays, the math says it could work. And let's not forget, we have 1 billion years before the sun's heat makes Earth unlivable, plenty of time to perfect the plan. Would moving Earth be the most ambitious engineering feat in human history? Absolutely. Would it be worth it? Well, considering the alternative is being slow roasted by a dying star, I'd say that's a solid yes. The real question is, who gets to drive? Because I've seen how some people parallel park, and I don't trust them with the fate of the planet. If you enjoyed this cosmic roller coaster, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the wonders of the universe. Got a burning question? Drop it in the comments, and who knows, you might just inspire our next video. Stay curious and remember, the universe is vast, weird, and full of surprises. See you in the next one.